Hello, and thanks again for joining us for our TRISS 2025 speaker series. My name is Justin Leapline, and I'm one of the hosts of Distilled Security Podcast. And today I have with me Cameron Stish. Cameron, could you introduce yourself and discuss a little bit about what your talk is?
Yeah, my name is Cameron Stish. I am a senior security consultant with GuidePoint Security. My talk is going to be about the life and death of Loopy Ticket, otherwise known as CVE 2025 33073.
I love how you have it memorized there.
I wanted to get it tattooed as my first
Yeah.
CE.
Nice.
It's not a great tattoo, though.
Yeah, no, nobody be like, everybody's like, what's that?
Exactly.
So, like, tell us a little bit about that. Like, how did you come to this talk and everything, and the discovery of that?
Yeah, so the talk is going to dive really into the process of start to finish of kind of what I experienced, how I stumbled upon it because I accidentally found it in my lab,
Okay.
and then kind of how I progressed and how I built the vulnerability up from being just a small exploit to being full, being able to take a domain user to be domain admin in any
Nice.
environment in the world. So it's the kind of progress. There are a lot of really cool talks out there that broke down the technical side of it. But I really wanted to give kind of like teach the end user really
Mm.
what I did, you know what I mean? To give them something to feed off of because nobody really knows how to get their first CVE until they get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sure there's a lot of like learning lessons out of that on
Oh
things
yeah.
you did well or things that you wish you knew from the start or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I one of the main key points is I missed something during the kind of discovery phase. Somebody else actually found it at the same time as me, totally
Okay.
independent. So I missed something, and I actually kind of break down why I missed it and how I missed it and where my mistakes were. So it's there's a lot of lessons learned on it for sure, and how I could have improved, how I could have done it faster.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020. You know what I mean?
Obviously. Yep. So, I was going to ask my next question is one of the things you want the audience to take away from this talk. It sounds like those are a couple of things that you would want them to come away with it. Just some of those life stories and everything.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, the life stories, really building a lab and being able to do this is really what built up my ability to even find this thing, right? Like, I'm a
Okay.
pen tester by day, but, having this type of stuff to be able to test it in a lab, be able to do the exploitation stuff outside of a client environment is crucial for learning, right? And stumbling upon something like this, I mean, anybody could have found this. I just so happened to have the lab that was available to do so.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So outside of your talk, which sounds great, what else are you looking forward to at the conference here?
Yeah, Triss is one of the ones, Triss and B-Sides are the two ones that I go to every year in Pittsburgh. Triss is really more of kind of a less hackery style, but more
Hmm.
of just like, I love the people that are always there,
To get those GRC folks in
Yeah, you got
too,
to get the
right?
GRC folks in. Exactly. I think there's a lot better panels at Triss.
Okay. Yeah.
B-Sides is more of like single talks that I think they do a really good job, but Triss has a lot of good CISO panels. I think last year I was a part of or maybe it was 2 years ago, I was a part of the cloud talk that they had a bunch
Okay.
of cloud architects talk about kind of just cloud struggles and cloud native topics. So they always have really good topics to go through. And honestly, just I love going, once or twice a year to conferences just to meet up with people from around the city that I don't get to see too often.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we're sponsoring the after hours, so hopefully we'll see you there
I will
and
be there.
everything. So, all right, awesome. So, yeah, so thank you, Cameron. This has been great. For those that are listening, be sure to check out Cameron's talk. It sounds like it'll be an awesome talk there. And we're going to be continuing with the speaker series with some others, so stay tuned with that.
All
Take
right.
care,
Thanks,
everyone.
Justin.
Bye.